Good morning all, thank you for joining us. I'm obviously doing some plaster work, just patching up a few little areas. I'm not much of a plasterer, so I'm not going to give you some sort of plastering masterclass. There's better channels for that. I'm sure you'll be thinking of Yanis and Simon up at Billy's convent. But I can cope with little patches and little areas that I need to do, so that's what I'm going to do. But I thought whilst I'm here, I'll take this duct tape off. I couldn't get any masking tape, unfortunately, so I went for the duct tape, and not a bad start. If you remember, this was very red. Oh, look at that, that's coming off. And this has been on a good, almost 20 hours, I suppose, really. And it's the last area. I wasn't overly hopeful of it because it was quite glossy. And this particular area has been sitting under the armoire, so it was quite new looking. So that's not coming off that well, but that's not doing too bad. Well, that's not too bad actually. It's taken quite a bit off. It's left a bit on there, but I think it'll come off relatively straightforward. I think very light sand, so I reckon half hour tops, light sand on this area, and I think we're there. So yeah, really good. So perfect, that's great. So I'm going to carry on doing a bit more plastering. I've got to mix up another load. I don't mix up too much because I'm a bit slow at it and therefore it'll go off too quick. I'm going to go around, there's a few bits up top there that I've got to do. And then what I want to talk to you about are 3 or 4 items, in fact, that we're going to put in here. And we want to show you what we're going to do with them. The first is Ciel de Lit that we've got, which we have shown in a previous vlog. It's about 2 years ago now. And I was going to do it there and then, but life got in the way, and at the end of the day, we haven't needed it until now. There's the mirror that you've already seen above the fireplace. That needs livening up a bit. There's the fire screen, which has that peacock design on. That again needs something just to liven it up a little bit. And there was an oval picture on the wall there of some roses. And again, I think we could do something just to liven that up a little bit. So we're going to go through those with you, and we'll get onto those in the next week or two. Right now, I'll do a bit more plastering, and then we'll come back to those things. Okay, so here's our Ciel de Lit. We showed it to you in an episode about 2 years ago. We've put a playlist together of all the work we've been doing in here, and I've included that in the playlist as well. But basically, this is the Ciel de Lit we found in the barn when we first got here. We thought we'd show you the plans. I'll just show you a little bit of the detail at the front, a little bit with the trims there and the beading. Unfortunately, this bottom row of beading, it's missing all the beads that end. There's some missing here, there's some missing here, and all of these have gone. So most of them are missing. However, we have a solution.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. They're a bit small to show you on camera, but this bag of little wooden beads was 89 cents. And we bought 3, and they're similar size. They're slightly bigger than these, but we think we could start taking moulds, and I'm sure some of you suggest that, take a mould and then fill it with resin and all that, but there's so many missing. It's not worth it. It would be easier to take the strip off and start again. So we can get a nice neat row of beads in the bottom. This top row of beads, not too bad. There's 1 or 2 areas where the woodworms got to them, but they can be rebuilt. But this corner here, they're completely missing. However, that gives us an opportunity. Bearing in mind we're in the rose room, so we've got sort of solution. I could again take a resin mould and replace them, but being that it's on the corner, we thought we'd do something slightly different.
We bought these fabric roses. We're not going to keep them as fabric, are we?
No. The plan is to harden them up with a clear coat or a lacquer that's got a hardener in. I can spray them, they'll go nice and hard, and then we can actually paint them and then lacquer them again so they'll go even harder. And then these will fill this corner nicely, and then we can take these off and put one there. As far as colour is concerned, obviously there's going to be some gold.
Yeah, and pinks.
Okay, so it's just a question of how much of this we make gold. But these flowers could be made gold, or we could paint them to pick up a colour in the bed headboard.
So were you going to put one of these in the middle here? Do you think that's too big?
No, those are going in the middle.
Smaller ones. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the plan, maybe to fill this corner, and I think it'll just give it a bit of extra character. And because they're on the corner, you can get away with it. And then we've got this strip in the middle here, which we've got some other.
These are made of foam, these little roses. So we thought the others would be too big in the middle.
Yeah.
So we've got some smaller ones.
And they're quite cute, but again, quite delicate. But we've got 9 of those, and they were 99 cents.
And these were 99 cents.
So 33 cents each. So, you know, it's going to go quite high up, so you're not going to see every detail, but you'll be able to see that they're roses. And we are in the rose garden, rose room, overlooking the rose garden.
You could be in the garden.
So that's a job we're going to take on in the next week or so, and that'll go up there.
Yeah, the wardrobe is from over there.
Yeah, I moved it to,
I think you're trying to confuse everyone.
Yeah, I moved the wardrobe because I was doing the floor. So that's a little job we're going to do. Now, this, I'm pretty certain this is the same Ciel de Lit that was on that other YouTube channel, Journey to the Chateau.
Yeah.
Patrick and
Yeah,
Stuart.
I'm sure it was.
I'm pretty sure it's identical or very, very similar.
I've seen a few of them actually.
Yeah. So anyway,
so we need to make a template as they did for the top at the board, and then I cover it with a fabric, and it's got all the hooks in here still, which is good, but I haven't got the fabric for it yet. But until we've put everything together, I don't know what I'm doing. So.
Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. So there'll certainly be an element of gold. How much of it's gold? Maybe all of it. Maybe The flowers will end up painted, maybe they'll end up gold. We're going to sort of think about that as we go.
We've got a woodworm treatment.
There's a bit of woodworm in here, so I'll treat it. But yeah, that's going to look nice.
It's probably historic
Yep.
woodworm, so.
Right, that's item 1.
So we bought the fire screen in, which was actually in our bedroom when we moved in, but I thought it looked nice in here with that picture. And I want to highlight the mouldings with some gold wax.
Yeah, like we did on our mirror.
Yeah, it's got a nice pattern here and here.
And on the corners.
To just make it stand out a bit more.
Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it?
And I think it'll pick up the gold in here.
So we'll do that. So that's a straightforward enough job. So that's going to stay in front of the fireplace
and that's
over
got
here.
Some little roses on as well.
Little roses, yeah. And obviously the roses.
So yeah, somebody's lovingly made this tapestry.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? A lot of you have commented when you've seen that in the background.
Yeah.
So okay, well that's item number 2.
And then that's got the black background. Well, this is actually, I thought it was black, but looking at it here, it's brown. And I might do a bit of gold around that, but it's got a nice inlay round it.
Oh, it has, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just needs livening up a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think round here, around the rim or something.
Okay. Yeah.
But this isn't a tapestry actually. This is a fabric.
Again, roses, so it's very pretty.
And you'll notice I've got my jumper and gilet on again today because the weather is still not great, is it? No,
it's gone a bit chilly again, so it's very inconsistent. Right, that's item number 3. Now we've decided we'll not show you the mirror at the moment. It's just that
it's just going to reflect all the tools in the room.
Yeah, and obviously wherever we point the camera, it's going to be reflecting back on itself. So we'll show you that in.
I think we'll hang it up first, and then when we've decorated, and then decide what to do.
Okay, but I think that's going to get similar bling treatment.
Yeah.
And that's got roses on the
yeah.
frame actually. So we'll show you that another time. Right, that's those 3. So that's what we're going to do.
A bit of a short vlog this week because we've had a lot of things to do. But welcome to the new subscribers. Thanks for the coffees this week and the orders we've had on the merchandise.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
Really
we've got a few orders, so thank you ever so much. We may ask you to send a photo or 2. But be warned, it may go in the vlog.
Okay, see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.